Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am GoAM Gaming, and if you've been here before, thank you for returning. And if you are a new viewer, thank you for being here. We are going to be talking about this brand new game that's only been released 10 days ago called the Bloodlore Chronicles. And I'm going to start by just apologising for the background. I am in my son's bedroom. He is a kleptomaniac, and he likes to get odd stuff. So he's randomly got a lottery poster and a co-op poster and stuff like that. Just ignore the background. We're here for the Bloodlore Chronicles. So the Bloodlore Chronicles was released 11 days ago on the 1st of July. It is a up-to-date version of a game that came out a while back called the Chronicles of Blood. It had a big following and eventually died off, but this is a new and up-to-date version, all new art, all new equipment, and it's a passive game, but let me tell you, for a passive game it's addictive. And if you don't know what a passive game is something that happens over time. It is not something that you can complete. Basically, it's something that you will play for a long time. You'll get addicted to it. You'll get sucked in, and you'll just want to keep clicking that hunt button. So this is episode 1 of the Bloodlore Chronicles. It's the basics. So it's just a general overview of everything that's going on in the game. I don't want to dwell on anything too much. I can make separate videos for each one, but I do want to just show you the basics. Make sure you stick around. I'm going to be mentioning something about Discord, so the link will be down below in the description how to get to the Discord. Just stick around because there is something going on with Discord. So without further ado, we will get into the basics of the Bloodlore Chronicles. So we'll start just at the top, just to try and break down the home page here. Guys, this is the home page on the PC. You can play it on tablet, you can play it on PC, you can play it on laptop, you can play it on your phone. As long as you log in with the same account details, you can take it with you. So you can hunt at work, you can hunt at school, you can hunt while you're on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? It's a passive game. You can take it anywhere, and you can hunt anywhere. Right, so at the top here, where it says Dark Forest, this is a notification screen. Just notices from the developers if anything's happening. This here is a click link or a link to their other game called Ghost Trappers Classic. And if you haven't played that, that's another passive game that you're going to get addicted to. So make sure you check that out too. The premium shop here. That's obviously a premium shop, and we'll talk about the premium shop towards the end of the video. We're just going to click our favourite button, the hunt button. That was right. I've got 2 hunts here because the last one I messed up. So we're just going to do these 2 hunts quickly and get them out of the way. Nice, a hex of summoning, which I'll show you in a little bit. So we've got your name here at the top. This is your in-game name. Make sure you choose something juicy. Don't just call yourself Jeff. Call yourself Howl Serpent. I don't know. Let me know your in-game name down below so I can look out for you. Also, below it where it says Reaver, that is your current rank in the game. So that is not your world ranking, that is your rank as in XP rank. Below that is your current XP, so mine is 242,000, and your rank in the world, I am currently number 2. Now guys, because I'm ranked number 2 doesn't mean I know everything about this game. No, it doesn't work like that. this game is going to evolve. It's going to change. It's going to only get better. You're going to learn something new in the game all the time. So being ranked number 2 means absolutely nothing. It just means I've clicked hunt more than you. That's it. I've had more time to hunt. I've been off work. Just had a couple of weeks off work, so I've had more time to hunt. That basically is it. Below it is your currency. Currently in the game there is only one currency. There could be more coming. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in this game in the future? So just remember that. The big red button here is the hunt button, which is our favourite button, and that has a cooldown time of 10 minutes. Now I will talk to you about Time Walker in a moment when we get to that stat, but basically you can decrease those 10 minutes. Currently mine is at 4 minutes, so there is ways and means, but I'll talk to you about that. Here, this one, so it says 542 is my current bait and how many I've got. Below it is my hex and how many I've got. And then the coffin hunt here, to be released very soon. This is what I'm on about. Like, things will come into the game periodically and make things better, give you more options to do things, and you know, the game will continuously evolve. I believe Coffin Hunt is going to be for your downtime, so when you are in bed and you can't hunt, then it might store hunts for you. That's kind of what I think it is. If I'm wrong, correct me, or if you think I'm wrong, correct me. Just let me know. And you know, if you've got different information. Here is your current location. So I'm currently at the sludge tunnels. And if you click travel, we'll have a look at the travel section a little bit later on. It means you can travel to different areas. This is your avatar, and you will get the chance to change your avatars and stuff like that throughout the game. And your current coin. Now the coins, again, they change with rank, so that is something for me to show you when we get to the inventory section. But that is the top of the dashboard. We're just going to do this next hunt in a second, and then we can look at the stats, what these mean and what this is, and then we'll go on to we'll go into the Club Noir, the inventory, the Grimoire, and stuff like that. So let's just get this hunt done. We'll talk more about hunts a little bit later on. I'm just skipping them now, but I need to make sure I'm doing them, of course. So this here, if you click stats, we'll do a drop down menu and it'll tell you all your stats. The guys, I'm not going to go through them right now. It's too much work. Later video for that one. But if you need to know anything, the glossary is absolutely banging. All the information you need will be there. So if you need to check anything, it's all in alphabetical order too, so refer to the glossary. Also, and I'll quickly talk about Discord only for a second. We're going to talk about the other stuff later on. In the Discord, there is a wiki being made. So to all the guys that are currently working on the wiki, you know, keep going, you're doing a fantastic job, and everyone's adding stuff to it. The wiki will have all the information you need, and you've got to remember though that the wiki is a work in progress. It's not perfect yet, so don't go, oh, that's everything I need to know. It's work in progress, and the guys are doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. Here is your health. Time Walker. So, like I said, Time Walker reduces your cooldown. So, like I said, you get 10 minutes, and every time that you add another thing that reduces your Time Walker, it reduces your cooldown. So, I've currently got mine at 360, which is 6 minutes. So, I get 4-minute hunts. Loot chance multiplier or modifier. is at 40. Now that's 40%, but 40% of what? I don't know what the base stat for loot is. So you've got to kind of take it. Say if your base stat is 10, another 40% on top of that is going to make it 14. It's not going to make it 50. Do you get what I'm saying? Again, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I think that's right. Don't forget, all this game is completely a random number game too, and you use the stats to increase your chances on things. Okay, so this is your player. This is you. This is your head. So you've got your helmet or headgear, whatever you want to call it. You've got your weapon. You've got your chest plate, your hands, your gauntlets, whatever you want to call them, and your legs, your boots. So that's your basic setup of you. Guys, this could change. I don't know what's going to come down the line. That could change. It might have already changed by the time you've watched this video if you're watching it 6 months down the line. I don't know. Here, these 2 slots currently are for accessories. You can equip 2. This one is locked. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I've seen it open somewhere with another player. It might have been some sort of promotion for the beta or something. I don't know. Or it might be locked for everyone. Let me know if yours is locked. This one is empty. I presume that's for your coffin. This is your mount, and this is your retainer. We'll go into mounts and retainers afterwards. Setups, you can save different setups to each one. Currently you've got 4 open, and you can have the option up to 10. I'm going to do one probably for each area as I get a little bit stronger. Currently I'm just using the same sort of setup for everyone because it's strong enough. Just going to get that one done quickly. Missions aren't available yet. Again, that's something we'll talk about when they get dropped. Cool. And then you've got your journal, and in your journal you can see everything that you have done for the last, how many hunts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hunts. And if you look here, I actually got auto hunts with questing, and I got a second auto hunt. So questing is a stat with a percentage to give you an extra auto hunt, and that activated for me. So cool. Okay, so that is the basics of the home page. Nice and easy. So we'll quickly go into the Club Noir. Now, I'm only going to give a brief go over each one. I don't want to go into too much detail. I can go into much more detail in other videos, because if I start talking about it, I won't stop talking about it. And when you've got the audience of people that are actually playing the game, you just end up finding yourself talking a lot. So the crypt is where you get your retainers. Now guys, there's multiple ways to get retainers. You can buy some, you can get some dropped from enemies, you can craft some, and then you can craft that crafted one into another one. But again, that is something we'll talk about in another video. Get yourself familiarized with it, and in the last update you can see here where it's got how much you've got of each. That is a real good update. I really enjoyed that one, because previously you had to go into your inventory to see how many you had, to see whether you could bind it. Now that they've added this stat, it's really made it nice and easy. So you can see everything you need to buy or bind to the next one. So I'm not going to go too much more into that. That is for another video, because there's some things I want to talk about them as well. We're going to go to the Mercatus Arcana next. I've probably said that wrong. I'm not very good at pronouncing stuff. You'll come to figure that out. This is where you get your accessories, and again, I presume there'll be some to buy, some to craft, and again, you can get accessories from enemies, and of course the final place you can get stuff from is the premium shop, but we'll talk about that towards the end, like I said. Again, not going to go into any more into that. The Jewel Emporium, this is where you grab your baits. So there are 3 standard baits in the game: the Sanguine Pearl, the Sanguine Garnet, and the Sanguine Jasper. These are your 3 standard baits that you can buy anywhere. These bad boys here, and we'll go more into this a little bit later on, are for each area. So currently in the game, that's accessible to the people with the most XP, like myself. There is three areas. I'm going to region 1, region 2, and the region 3. In each region, there is a second region. So you've got region 1, 1, and region 1, 2. So we're going to call it R1, 1, and R1, 2. R2, 1, R2, 2. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the Crypt Pearls are for the Crypt. The Dark Cave Pearl is for the Dark Cave. And then the Sewer Pearl is for the Sewers, which I think is 250,000 XP to open. These are crafted using sanguine rubies, which are drops from enemies. These ones are made from diamonds, which are from the premium shop. They do have the extra stats that come with the diamonds too. These have to be used in those areas. If you don't use them in them areas, you can't hunt there. Simple as. But that is, again, something to talk about when we look at that. I'm just going to do this hunt. Now, the Vermin Lord, as you can see, is purple. Purple means epic. Let's see if I can get the kill. Oh, it's close. I've got 21 health left. And I got the kill. I'll go through the fights very soon. Okay, so we've talked about the jewels, and we'll talk more about the baits when we look at the travel section. The stable is the area where you get your mounts. Now, my stable's empty. I can't. There's nothing there for me to craft. I've got them all. So I'll show you in my inventory after. The armory is, again, a place where you can craft your gloves, your hats, not hats, your armor, headgear. So gloves, boots, armor, headgear. This is your place to craft them. Some you'll be able to buy, and some you'll be able to craft. Some you'll get dropped, and some you can get from the premium store, just like everywhere else. Again, we've got everything that you need to craft it, a description, and what each one does. Just the same as every single item in this game. It gives you the description. It gives you what each one does. That's something for us to look at later. So, for instance, you know, I could craft that bone breastplate now. I've got enough devil steel, enough skulls, enough sanguine pearls, and then I've got the heavy chain metal, the tainted cloth, and the foul wood. So, do you know what? We'll craft it just for the sake of the video. So it says purchase successful, added to inventory. So when we go to the inventory, it will be there. And that, you know, there's no saying that you craft it now and it's not good for you now. You might have outgrown it already, because you do rapidly outgrow some of the equipment. There's no saying that you can then craft that further down the line. Who knows? Who knows what this game has got in, you know, what the developers have thought about along the way. Weapon Master, again, the same principle stands here. You've got your weapon, you've got each stat of it, and you've got your build of it. Some is to craft, some is to buy. Like that one there, the crossbow Stingray, tells you what it is. 80,000 VGC. Guys, if you know what VGC stands for, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know. But then sometimes you've got to buy, like you'd buy this Bowie knife, and then you'd craft it into that. So, weapons is something we can talk about much later on in the game. when we return for another episode. The last part in the Club Noir is the Treasury. So the Treasury is a place where you get trophies. I'm not going to call them trophies. I'm going to call them collectibles. So if you hear me talking about collectibles, it's for the Treasury. Now, if you see it greyed out, it means you haven't got it. If it's coloured, it means you've got it. And when you get a complete set like this, you'll see I've claimed it and it says already claimed. Once it's claimed, it gives you a permanent stat boost to your character, to yourself, whatever you want to call it. So this one, claimed it, increases your damage against necro enemies. So I will always get a permanent 10% boost in damage to necro enemies. It's that simple. The drop rates, they drop as they drop. You can try and influence it a little bit, increasing your drop percentage. It is what it is, you know. I have, let's just say, for instance, these spectral chains. We'll have a look in a minute how many of the spectres I have actually beaten, and you'll see that I've still not got them. Some things you can get first drop, some you might have to wait 80 or 90, it just depends. And the problem is as well, you're going to kind of outgrow these areas. I think you're going to have to come back to them at some point, whether it be a mission, whether it be you need crafting materials, I don't know. Or you're going for the legendary bosses, and that's your sort of thingy to do. Either way, these collections you can go for. The other one I've been waiting for is the Tiger Pout, and I'll show you how many Sabertooths have gone for that. But there's plenty, there's plenty to go through there. So that is down to you to have a look, and you know, once your collections start filling up, you'll gain extra stats as a permanent boost to your character. So let's just do this next hunt. Get this out of the way. Next time we get a hunt, we will go for it. So next we're going to talk about inventory. Now the inventory is broken down into sections here. Again, who's not to say other things might not get dropped in here at some point. So we're going to start with avatars. Now avatars are just your character at the top. You can, if you wish, get yourself a premium custom avatar. You get that from the premium shop. I will show you how to go about it. It does cost. But Andy, if you're watching, yeah, I've promoted that for you. So as you can see, I have actually gone for a female avatar. I'm a sucker for the dark pictures, the dark art and stuff like that. I love this sort of stuff. This is right up my alley, and certainly when it comes to stuff like female vampires and stuff like that, when it's really sexy and dark, and I love that sort of thing. So this is right up my alley, and I presume it's up yours a lot as well, guys. So yeah, you'll get some as you progress, I presume. Coins. So we talked about coins. Now your rank here. So Reaver. A coin for the rank of Reaver gives you a critical chance of 2%, and health +5. As you progress, you will get higher ranks, which means you'll get higher coins. If you are a subscriber, you will get a certain coin, which we'll talk about subscriptions towards the end of the video. Bait is where all your bait is. Hex is where your hexes are. Now, Hex of Summoning is an item that drops from enemies. You can't buy them. The other hexes are premium items, and you can't get them dropped in the game at the moment. I don't know whether that is due to change, whether or not something happens later on. You can get them in giveaways from the Discord server, which again, we're going to talk about Discord very soon, so stick around for that bit. And I'm hoping that all goes well. Andy and the team will allow me to actually potentially do a giveaway on this channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and check out hopefully some giveaways coming in the future. There is giveaways on the Discord though. Keys. These are needed to get into different areas. It tells you on it what it's for and how much XP. Apart from the encased insect, it just says it unlocks the dark crawler cage, the cave, not cage. Weapons is all your weapons. Chests is all your chest plates, helmets, gloves, boots. Yeah, all your accessories. You can equip 2 accessories at any one time. At the moment, it might increase. I don't know. Retainers. So these come into battle with you. And again, at the moment, you can only equip 1. And you know, again, you'll find some from fights. You can buy some. You can craft some. But we'll talk about retainers in another video because I've got some interesting thoughts about retainers. Mounts. Again, you can only add 1. They've got the rest stats, what they do. Mats is short for materials, and the materials are used for crafting. Now, you've got some common materials like devil steel, corrupted leather, tainted cloth, and felwood. They can be found anywhere in the game at the moment. I presume, like, you'll find more wood in the forest, and you might find more steel in the cities or the sewers or whatever. That's my presumption, but you can get them from anywhere. Other items like the skulls, the feathers, the cryptstone, they come only from the crypt, and then you've got moonstone, which you found from the dark forest. So certain areas will only have certain stuff, and if you've got to craft something much later on, you might have to come back to these areas to grab those items. Last one in inventory before we go and look at hunt is the scrolls. Now the scrolls you get from enemies, and these are used for getting retainers. Very simple. Few and far between them. Okay, so shall we have a quick look at hunt? Let's get this out of the way before we look at the Grimoire, the travel section, Discord, and then finally the premium shop. We're almost there. So click hunt. As soon as hunt is clicked, your timer will go down. You then have a health bar below your timer. So mine is 201. I've took 11 damage straight away. Then you have your enemy, the enemy name, and the image of what sort of type it is. So it's a corrupted type. This is their health bar. So the 185 bar, theirs is down to 122 already. You have this little cog here which will allow you to disable autoplay, unmute, enable loop or pause. Just a little trick, guys, that if you are listening to music on your phone and you do click a hunt, make sure you mute it, otherwise it will cut your music out. I've done that a lot. And if they bring any retainers to the fight, they will come here. Now you have the option to quick attack or attack. So every fight has up to 5 rounds. Now you might kill your enemy in the first or second round. Boom, done. Some fights will take you up to 5 rounds. Certainly some of the legendary ones. So when start combat comes up, it will tell you everything that's been added to you. So this is everything like Hellbound gained Night Ward 10%. Resilience 30%, Wolf Ward 20%. So this is the permanent stats or weapon stats added on for your setup, what you get. It then tells you that charged out 6 physical damage to the clown, and then the killer clown also gained cruelty 10%. Then it goes into round 1, and it tells you that I called the Rat Rogue, and I gained wound. So wound is the damage over time attack, which basically it will do damage every single round of the fight. Same for rot, and there's others out there as well. You've just got to learn what each stuff does, but it's called damage over time. And it can be activated at any sort of time in the fight. If you're lucky, you get it first round, and it does so I got 12 physical damage there. And then I gained Rot, which did 12 damage, and then my Retainer did 3 damage, my other Retainer did 2 damage, and then I also did poison damage, 28. And then it goes on to what the Clown did. So the Clown gained Wound, he did 9 damage to me. The Runaway Girl did 2 damage to me, and then the Killer Clown attacked, but I dodged. So then if you attack, again it goes to round 2 now, and it tells you everything again. So you get used to what it's doing, guys, or like I said, you can quick attack. Round 3, and now look, he's brought another Retainer into the fight. And then round 4, oh nice, Terror Visage. We'll go and have a look at what that is actually. Oh, that is interesting. So it tells you Hellbound wins, dealt 187 damage. Killer Clown dealt 37 damage. I got 3 Sanguine Rubies, a Terror Visage, some gold, and some XP. And it's almost time for another hunt. But let's go and quickly check that. I think that was a treasury item. And I think it was probably an epic one. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that might be some. I can't see it on here. I can't see it on there, so it might actually be an item. Is it a head? It is. So look at that. It gives 9 health. It gives resilience for 10%. Psyblast, so it deals psychic damage against corrupted creatures. And it also gives me Blood Craze, which immediately can reset your cooldown. Cool. So that's what I'm saying. You can get drops from enemies as well. We're going to just do this one as well. See if I can beat the Vermin Lord. And this time I got 4 Sewer Pearls, 3 Sanguine Rubies, 700, and I've got another 350 XP points. Very nice. So that's the hunt. Let's head into the Grimoire. So the Grimoire, I'm not going to spoil too much, guys. I'm going to go back to Crow's Hill. It gives you every enemy in that area, and you generally find that the collection pieces drop in the order of these. So you can see here, Skeleton, that I've hunted 33 of them, and there's been nearly 12,000 hunted in total. Again, 53, nearly 10,000 hunted of them. So stuff like the zombie, I've 53 times I've hunted the zombie, and I've never had the pink brain drop. The grave robber I've had 60 times, and I've never had the ring drop. So they're the 2 I'm missing from my very first collection. But then you go, so you've got white, green, blue, purple is epic. I think it's epic. I want to call it epic. And gold, I want to call legendary. I want the bosses, but I want to call them legendary. And again, you can see how many times they've been hunted. What you can't see is what these will drop. That's where the wiki and Discord and stuff will come in. Talking about Discord, let's break it down. Now, I am on the wrong computer here. I've not got my Discord on this one. But if you head into the Bloodlore Chronicles Discord, the link is in the description. It's a super friendly area, guys. Plenty of people to talk to, and you'll learn so much about the game. Everyone will really help you. There's links to the wiki in there. Also, there's giveaways in there, and that's why I'm hoping I might be able to give away on this channel too. But there is also one more thing that you can do. Now, if you raise a ticket on the left hand side, right, or whichever one it is, left hand side, you can mention the word phone. That's PHONE, phone, and your in-game name. You will receive the, I want to make sure I get this right, the phone of the undead. That is an exclusive to watching this video. So if you go into the Discord server, open a ticket and type phone with your in-game name, you will get the phone of the undead. Awesome. This is what I'm saying. I would like to be able to do some giveaways and stuff, but that's in the future. So do check out the Discord. There is plenty of people there, giveaways and everything as well. So we have 2 very quick things to talk about, and we are done. It's been a fair old video, and that's what I mean. I've not really talked about loads in the game. So let's talk about travel. Now you start in Crow's Hill, and to start at Crow's Hill you need 0 XP. That's where you start. This is Region 1. Region 1, 1. Region 1, 2 is Crow's Hill's Crypt. To access Crow's Hill Crypt, you need to have 10,000 XP, the key, which is the crypt key, and then the required bait to hunt there. So when I was talking about bait before, in the Crow's Hill Crypt, you can only hunt with Crypt Pearl, infused Crypt Pearl, and imbued Crypt Pearl. Anything else will not work, and that's why you need to gain the pearls and then use them crafting, whatever you want to do. But that is the idea. Then in the Dark Forest, so if you go to the Werewolf Thicket, it costs you 40,000 experience. So not cost you, but that's the, you need to have a minimum of that to get in. And then from there to go to the Dark Crawler Cave, you need 90,000 experience points, the required key, which is the encased insect, and then the required bait. Okay, and then to go to the underground sewers, where I currently am, is 150,000 experience points, and then to whatever the next one will appear whenever it appears. So that is travel, and I believe there's going to be up to 15 regions, so that's something to look forward to. And like I said at the start of the video, this game's only going to get better and better. It might only be a click button game, but you will get sucked into this very, very simple, very easily. I'm absolutely loving it, and when you start getting them drops and you start getting stuff and crafting, and yeah, it's something that you can just do any time of the day. Nice, easy, passive game. Okay, so we are at the final part of this video now, and we are going to talk about the premium shop. If you don't want to talk about the premium shop with me, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Do drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and again, do the same even if you do want to talk about the premium shop. Some people won't want to talk about it, and that's fair enough. I do want to kind of say that, you know what, it is gambling and stuff like that, but be aware of your own money and stuff like that. Know your limits. So let's go into the premium shop. So the premium shop is where you can make premium real money purchases. So they will have one-time deals that you can purchase for a one-off price. You will get them and you will never be able to purchase them again. One time only. And then whatever's in that's what you will get into your thingy. If you ever get a problem purchasing, raise something in the Discord. Guys, they are so good there, they will sort you out. Don't worry about it. It gives you a description of diamonds, and then it gives you the diamond deals. I am running diamonds at the minute, guys. They are the best. It's that simple. Subscriptions. Now, guys, there's 3 subscriptions if you wish to do them. I can't tell you the prices because they are already here, gone. But do go and have a look if you feel that you want to subscribe. The cash will come out on the 1st of every month. And even if you cancel it, you will keep everything apart from the coin, I believe. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I believe you will keep the coin until the end of the period. So if you cancel it on the 5th and you've already paid for it, you will keep it all the way up until the end of the month. All the other stuff, though, you will keep. So if you purchase that, you'd keep the heavy plate armor and the watch and stuff, and the diamonds. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of. You can also purchase them individually. You can only purchase them once, so don't think that you can do the platinum sub and then buy them again, because it won't work. You can't equip 2 of the same item, so don't be greedy. Right, okay, so that's some subscriptions, and then each month you'll get the option to repurchase. Hexes. Now, hexes are purchase only. Each one has its own different thing to do. So you have a small bundle with 200 and a big bundle with 500, 200, 500, and depending on what you want to use, depends on which one you're going to go for. Now, every hex has a loot chance multiplier of 10% and a time walker of 30 seconds. So just be aware that they are really strong for what they are. I do like them. Avatars, you can choose like a single avatar. I don't know if that will change every month or what, I don't know. But if you do fancy one of these, you can make a single purchase. And then finally, you can get yourself a custom avatar. So if you click on that, it gives you all the information on how to do it, and the team will make you a custom avatar of your own, which you can use in game, I believe, as well as the Discord. So that is it. I'm going to just do this one more hunt, which is another killer clown. Let's see if we get anything juicy from it this time. Nothing this time. So that is it, guys. That is the basics. It's a good 40+ minute video. Yes, I understand that. It is the basics of how the Bloodlore Chronicles play. Any questions? Hit me up down below. The link for the Discord is in the description below too, and don't forget to use that code PHONE in the Discord to get yourself the Phone of the Undead. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you next time when we hit part 2, episode 2 of the Bloodlore Chronicles. Take care. Bye bye.